49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, sex and title games in football mixed in with some winter sports this week. We'll see San Ramon Valley take on Pittsburgh. Wilcox battles Los Gatos, and Balboa meets Lincoln in the Turkey Bowl.
Winter sports includes boys hoops with Valley Christian and Piedmont Hills, soccer with Richmond and San Ramon Valley, and the story of the Menlo football star and his comeback season. 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank starts right now.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I am Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight in the NCS Division 4 bracket, where the Acalanes Dons come into this game as the number 2 seed. The Dons finishing in a 3-way tie for first in the Diablo Foothill League.
The Dons taking on top-seeded San Marin. The Mustangs a perfect 12-0 entering this game. San Marin champions of the Marin County League. The Division 4 NCS title on the line in the game played at Santa Rosa High School Friday night.
The NCS Division 4 championship matchup, just how they drew it up with the 1 and 2 seeds. Second-seeded Acalanes getting the ball to open up the game. Paul Cooner catches it at the 2-yard line, and before you know it, the future Princeton Tiger gets let out of his cage. A 98-yard kickoff return, and Acalanes takes the early 7-0 lead. It becomes a defensive game in the first. Dante Littlejohn comes from behind and gets the sack. Still 7-0 in the second quarter. Dominic Ingracia, a screen pass to Wesley Timmel, and Wesley turns this into the biggest play of the first half for the Mustangs. That is until Ingracia punches it in at the end of the drive. Dominic heads to the far sideline and goes diving into the end zone. We are tied at 7. But the Dons reclaim the lead in the closing seconds of the first half on the Trevor Rogers 39-yard field goal. 10-7 Dons at the break. And in the third, Sully Bailey hands it off to Nico White, and I'm not sure how Nico stays on his feet, but he does, and he's in for 6 to extend the Acalanes lead to 10. And in the fourth, hand it off to Jack Giorgiani, and he'll bust up the gut, leading to another Acalanes score. A crowd of Dons getting it done on offense and defense tonight. This is how it ends. Jake Baselli gets the hand on the pass, and Rogers brings it in for the interception. And for the first time in program history, Acalanes wins the NCS title, beating the top seed 24-7.
Adrian Soriano here in San Jose City College for the CCS D4 final between Mountain View and Palo Alto. The Vikings on the board first. Declan Packer heaves it deep to Jason Alzine, and Jason is in for the touchdown, 7-0 Pally. But Mountain View responds as Kevin Conway fires and hits Vilami Sikona in the end zone. It's all tied up at 7 after 1. The Vikings retake the lead in the second. Give it to Jason Alzine, and Jason shows off his speed. 29 yards to the house, 14-7 Pally. The Spartans strike back as Arturo Hernandez scampers in for the touchdown to tie it up at 14-all. Then later in the quarter, give it to Hernandez again, and Arturo fights his way in for 6. PAT no good, and it's 20-14 Mountain View. Pally looking to tie it up just before the half, but Vilami Sikona somehow, someway picks off the pass. Still 20-14 Mountain View at halftime. MV trying to extend its lead in the second half, but Joseph Kessler comes up with a big-time interception. Still 20-14 Spartans after 3. Fourth quarter now, and it's Alzine again with the carry, and Jason finds pay dirt for the third time. PAT no good, and it's tied again at 20. Then later in the quarter, Packer fires and hits Jason Alzine on the screen pass, and Jason turns on the Jets. 74 yards to glory as the Vikings retake the lead 27-20. Mountain View battles back on fourth down. Conway over to Vilami Sikona, who throws it to a wide-open Lex Silver, and Lex is loose. A 65-yard touchdown for the Spartans as Mountain View ties it up again at 27. But Pally comes right back. Give it to Jeremiah Madrigal, who finds a hole and races it all the way into the end zone. 34-27 Vikings. Mountain View answers back as Hernandez dives in for the score. 34-33 Pally. Mountain View decides to go for 2 for the win, but the Vikings come up with a stop. Anthony Landa Mendoza and company gets to the running back, and that will do it. Palo Alto hangs on to win the CCS Division 4 title. 34-33 was the final.
The Pirates from Piedmont Hills are ready to tip off the 2023-24 season as they take on Valley Christian. But the Warriors get off to a hot start, good ball movement here, and it leads to a three-pointer by Zahari Trevino, 23 points for the outstanding senior. Here come the Pirates. Christian Arciaga kicks a pass out to Subag Rai, and his triple in the corner is money. 13 points for the senior. Just before the end of the first, Luke Wilson steals the orange, sprints down the other end, and lays it up and in. 24-14 VC after one. Second quarter now, shot clock winding down for Arciaga, showing off the mid-range with this nice step back. Time winding down in the second quarter. It's Trevino with a great pass to an open Joseph Patterson. Cash. 38-29 Warriors at the half. And Valley Christian would pull away in the second half, showing off the physicality here, which leads to a Nate Kinsella layup. And to top it off, a little catch and shoot from Aaron Price. That's good. 10 points for the Southpaw as Valley Christian tips off the 2023-24 season, beating Piedmont Hills 80-39.
Lowell hosts Aragon to kick off the basketball season in the city. Me introduced on the call. Lowell gets going in the first, handed Tonduk to Mackenzie Luck for the long two. Then look at this, inbound to Treese Walsh, who gets one bucket. Then Walsh, quick on defense, swipes the ball away from Aragon, clears it, finds Luck. Luck back to Walsh for her second bucket. Then Walsh steals it again, and the senior scores her sixth point in 18 seconds. Lowell leads 18-10 after one. Nalia Blake steals the ball and breaks away, scoring the layup. Aragon trails 25-20 at half. Aragon hot in the third. Maya Papas finds Angie Alvarenga, who makes the shot. Angie gets going. Maya Yu to Alvarenga from deep, swish! 37-33, Lowell still leads. Jada Parangan with the offensive board and pass it to who else but Alvin Ranga. Angie gets the long two to go, and after three quarters, we are tied at 40. Tandok gets a hold of the loose ball, pulls up from deep, and banks the three ball. Lowell jumps ahead 45-40, then Walsh drives and finishes to ice the game as Lowell comes out on top in a hard-fought season opener. Walsh led the way, scoring 18 for the Cardinals.
The Reiches Center brings us the Gary Reiches Players of the Week every week, the award based on performances in the previous week's game.
The announcement performed in a rap by our good friends at the Reiches Center. Here are this week's Gary Reiches Players of the Week.
Yeah. 49ers cow high. Hey, get 'em. If you're asking for action, packed and confidence, well, that's just a fraction of Jackson Robinson. Woo! The boss with the facts to be printed for winning the CCS 2 division and a ticket to the title game. Hey, I can blame it on who's 2 TDC through 262 yards through. That's him, Jackson from 17 with the finishing run to end the scene. That's it. And I should know, don't ever be friends with the enemy unless it means Elijah Bow. In charge of the Pirates, Bow 139 yards and the guy does both. Running 3 TDs, then he keeps defense company. 5 tackles, aye, Captain Elijah, the battle for the 3rd straight title. Yeah. 49ers cow high. Gary Reiches, Players of the Week. Trigger D beats, happy Thanksgiving.
D-Line Constructors is a Bay Area leader in demolition, grading, paving, and site utilities. D-Line Constructors digs in with a passion and brings us the defensive play of the week.
This week's D-Line Constructors defensive play goes to Jason Azine from Palo Alto High School. Jason with a pick 6 for the Vikings in their semifinal win last week. Jason Azine is this week's D-Line Constructors defensive play of the week. Coming up, it's our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game with 2 top Bay Area soccer teams going at it. Richmond against Ramon Valley is next.
And Windsor meets El Cerrito in the NCS Division II final game as 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank continues.
How's the chicken?
Oh, the prawns are delicious.
Oh, I have a shellfish allergy.
1 prawn, very good.
Did I say chicken wrong?
Tired of people not listening to what you want?
It's truffle season.
That's okay.
Never enough truffles.
How much are they?
It's a lot.
Oh, okay. I'm good. That.
It's like a priceless piece of art.
Enjoy.
Or when they sell you what they want?
Yeah.
The more we understand you, the better we can help you. That's what U.S. Bank is for.
Huge relief.
Yeah.
Love is at the center of everything we do. That's why we were the first dairy in the U.S. to become American Humane Certified. Because the care that we pour into our cows produces better milk. Clover Sonoma, the only dairy with love in it.
Trevor was born a champion. He knows how to make lemonade from lemons. He also knows that comfort is all year round. So sometimes, when you can't make lemonade, you make hot chocolate. Today, Trevor is proud to be a service champion. He continues to care for clients year-round. We're now offering $88 furnace tune-ups with a free water heater safety inspection. High five service, champion attitude. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Service Champions, High Five Service, Champion Attitude, Service Champions. By Chick-fil-A, Eat More Chicken. By Mattress Firm, the official sleep partner of the San Francisco 49ers. By Mary West Credit Union, working for you today, tomorrow, together. And by Stevens Creek Chevrolet, find new roads.
Two top Bay Area soccer teams meeting this week to open their preseason schedules. Richmond, with longtime head coach Renee Silas, is a perennial section playoff team. Los Aceteros making it to the NorCals last season.
Ramon Valley is looking to vie for an East Bay League crown this season. It's our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, meaning both teams receive chicken sandwiches on the field after the game. And here is our Tyler Flipson making his Cal High debut.
Baby, it's getting cold outside, so you know what that means. Winter sports and soccer season are here. Richmond hosting San Ramon Valley tonight for the season opener. It was the Oilers who went 10-0 last season in the Tri-County Rock League, with help from sophomore Gio Diaz-Vilches scoring 10 goals last year as a freshman on varsity. The Wolves coming in with two studs of their own in senior co-captains Sawyer Hodson and Jake Hensley, both named All-League last season as juniors. Time to kick off soccer season in our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. The Oilers fired up for their season opener, coming off their league title last year, but it's the Wolves wasting no time. Sawyer Hodson with a throw-in, Jake Hensley the header to Garrett Cawley, and Cawley the header in, and goal! San Ramon Valley takes the lead 1-0 within the first several minutes of the first half. The Wolves looking for more, passing it in and taking a shot, but it's saved by Oilers goalie Diego Alberon to keep it a one-score game. Halfway through the first, SRV corner kick had the chance to go, but it's saved yet again by Alberon and then kicked out by Brandon Lopez. Oilers defense really stepping up. Richmond attacking on offense now. Gio Diaz-Vilches passes it to Rafael Oliveras to Andres Araujo with room and taking a shot from downtown. It's just barely too much over the crossbar, keeping it a 1-0 game, Wolves at the half. Deep into the second now, Oilers looking to knot it up. Taking a shot, but Wolves, Jack O'Donnell's there for the save. Final moments of the game, Richmond in desperation mode, taking the shot for the tie, but O'Donnell's there and ready for it. And that'll do it. San Ramon starting the season off with the win, taking down Richmond 1-0. Here's Sawyer Hodson after the game talking about what it'll take this team to win a title with a tough schedule ahead.
We're going to have to build our chemistry up. We're going to have to work together. It's just going to take a lot of effort from all of us to work together to build a good team, build good chemistry, I think that's all it's going to take.
Cheersing chicken in Richmond with the Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. I'm Tyler Flipson, 49ers Cal High Sports.
NCS D2 title on the line in Pleasant Hill as El Cerrito battles Windsor. The Gauchos D makes a statement early as Gary Youngblood picks off the pass and returns it for 6. And yes, the Gauchos love to show off the chain, but Windsor scores 14 unanswered to end the first quarter, including this Judson Anderson touchdown to his brother Hayden Anderson. 14-6 Jaguars after 1. Second quarter, Michael Van Hook drops back, goes deep, and finds Young Blood, and the sophomore is gone. He finished with 2 INTs, and this touchdown, 2-point try is good, 17-14 Jags. El Cerrito would tack on another touchdown just before the half. Michael Van Hook is going to use his legs and barrels his way across the goal line for 6, 21-17 Gauchos at the half. Third quarter, Windsor on the move. Judson Anderson drops a dime to Max McPherson for a 21-yard touchdown. Windsor would tack on another tutty in the third to make it 31-21 after 3. Fourth quarter, Van Hook plows his way in for his second rushing touchdown of the game, 31-28 Jags. Late in the fourth, Windsor can run the clock, but the Gauchos D forces a fumble, and Donovan Lewis recovers the rock. El Cerrito has life, and the Gauchos take advantage of the turnover. Javon Bulge runs up the middle and scores. El Cerrito retakes the lead. Less than a minute left. Jags with one last chance, but the pass gets picked off by Tyree Johnson. Oh my! The Gauchos win the NCS Division II title, beating Windsor 34-31.
Tyler Flipson checking in for CCS D5 Championship. Santa Teresa seeking its second title, and South San Francisco seeking its third. We have a defensive grudge match early. South City looking to generate on offense, but here's Jacob Wright and a gang of Saints tacklers stalling the Warriors' drive. Early second quarter, Warriors sending away, but out of nowhere is a soaring Jacob Soria blocking it, and recovering is Brian Caldwell for the touchdown. Saints strike first, 7-0. Next, Warriors possession. Elijah Fields takes the counter, breaks one tackle, and fights through one more for a hard-earned 10 yards and a first down. Few plays later, Marcus Mercurio on the dive and punching it in. South City puts 6 on the board. PAT is no good. Saints still lead 7-6 at the half. South City out of the half. Check this one out. Fields trucks one defender, a second, a third, and finally taken out of bounds for one of the hardest earned 10 yards you'll ever see. 5:30 left in the third. Mercurio right up the gut and scores. Warriors take the first lead of the night, 13-7. ST looking to answer here. Taking a shot, sending this one high and deep, but it's intercepted by Cisco Lutu, taking it right back. South City on the very next play, looking to capitalize, but Saints Isaiah Rivera answers with a pick of their own, keeping ST in the game. Here we go, 2:30 left in the fourth. Saints looking to take this game back, but here comes Warriors Lutu jarring it loose, and Peyton Jackson falls on it. South City goes on to run the clock and win it. The Warriors winning their first CCS title since 1989 and are named your D5 champs. The Warriors will continue on to NorCal's next week.
Service Champions Heating and Air Conditioning helps us honor students who perform well on the field while doing great work around campus.
This week, we spotlight Jackson Bell from Liberty High School. Jackson is a member of the Link Crew, the Weightlifting Club, and National Honor Society. With National Honor Society, Jackson volunteers his time at the Farmers Market and other nonprofit events. Jackson Bell is this week's Service Champions Student Spotlight.
Delta Dental presents Smiles for Scholars each week, where we honor a team where every athlete is doing well in the classroom.
This week we honor the football team from the Menlo School, the Knights, with a combined 3.4 GPA. More on the Knights in our next segment. Coming up, back to the NCS and the Division III final with Cardinal Newman and Marin Catholic.
But first, here is our top 10 girls volleyball poll.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Love is at the center of everything we do. That's why we were the first dairy in the U.S. to become American Humane Certified. Because the care that we pour into our cows produces better milk. Clover Sonoma, the only dairy with love in it.
From the beginning, MeriWest Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
MeriWest worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, MeriWest works for me.
MeriWest works for me wherever adventure takes us.
MeriWest Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Jerry Rice, touchdown 49ers.
In my pursuit to greatness, I discovered the secret. Dedication to my team and my relentless drive to win. I chose to be in the presence of greatness. Bernardi Zarata, the official injury attorneys of the San Francisco 49ers, share the same dedication, the same drive, the same spirit of champion. When justice is your goal, choose the dedicated team of Bernardi Zerrata, your faithful injury attorneys.
At Service Champions, we're now offering $88 furnace tune-ups with a free water heater safety inspection. High five service, champion attitude. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
We are South City, and you're watching 49er Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
We are back at the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi Stadium with the NCS Division III final game. The Marin Catholic Wildcats are the #1 seed, having a great season with an 11-1 record.
The Cats taking on another 11-1 team. The Cardinal Newman Cardinals were runner-ups to the first place Windsor in the North Bay Oak League. A terrific matchup with the top 2 seeds in the game played at San Rafael High School on Friday night.
Two top North Bay teams meeting for the NCS D3 title Saturday night. Marin Catholic on the board first on its first drive. Peter McCauley to the tight end, Jordan Rogers. 7-0 Cats. The Cardinals fighting back with Cortez Lane, who gets lots of carries. A nice gain here, leading to a short field goal to cut the Wildcats' lead to 7-3. The Cats looking for more late in the first. The pass is complete, but the ball is knocked loose by Braxton Rogers and recovered by Preston Furman. Marin Catholic gets the ball back in the second. Toss it out to Charles Williams, who cuts across the grain down the near sideline all the way to the 2-yard line. A 65-yard play, a big play by Williams. Then an amazing 6-yard touchdown run by McCauley as he bumps into his own guy, breaks a tackle, and then eventually dives into the end zone. 14-3 Wildcats. The Wildcat defense playing great all night long. This long pass is picked by Chase Merrick. A great play there to fight off the offensive player. The Wildcats with 4 interceptions in the game. This one by Cal Regan over the middle to end another Cardinals drive. Third quarter now, and handed to Williams, and the 6'2 senior is gone. Another explosive play by Williams, and the Wildcats are on their way 24-3. The Cardinals with another long throw, and it's Williams on defense this time, getting the team's 4th pick as Marin Catholic wins its 3rd NCS title in a row, its 13th in school history overall. McCauley and Williams with big games for the Cats.
Adrian Soriano here in San Jose as Monta Vista takes on Harker. The Matadors are on the attack early as Jake Nakamura, the son of Monta Vista head coach Wade Nakamura, drills this shot from mid-range, but Harker answers back on the other end. Bo and Saya over to Adbe Manga, who fires and hits from 3-point land. 18-16 Eagles after 1. Second quarter now, and Jake Nakamura finds Stanley Dew, and Stanley connects from mid-range. The Eagles strike back just before the half as Kevin Zhang gets a tough shot to go to tie it up at 29-all at the half. Harker looking to continue the momentum in the second half. Bo and Saya passes to a wide-open Kevin Zhang, who makes it splash from downtown. But Monta Vista battles back as Stanley Dew nails another one from mid-range. 44-42 Matadors after 3. Fourth quarter now, and Adbe Manga shows off the dribble move and gets this 2-point shot to go to give the Eagles a 3-point lead. But the Matadors rally back. Nakamura over to Rachir Banerjee for 3. Bang! It's all tied up at 53 after regulation. Harker jumps ahead in overtime. Bo and Saya drives and gets the floater to go. Then it's Max Singh with the pass to Rahul Yala, and Rahul lays it up and in as Harker wins it 69-67 in overtime for its first win of the season. Adbe Manga leading the way with a double-double.
Each week, Chick-fil-A brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Aubrey, any injury can be devastating, but how about having 2 different injuries requiring 2 different surgeries at the same time? That's especially tough, but that's what happened to Menlo quarterback Mikey McGrath. Mikey's goal was to recover in time for his senior football season. He recovered, and a whole lot more. It was the last game of the season for Menlo's Mikey McGrath. The Knights were up big on homecoming day, but Mikey wanted one last carry before calling it a season.
I was going to get shoulder surgery that week after, so I was just like, I wanted to lay it all on the line that game. So the clock was winding down, we were up by a lot, and I was like, Coach, can I run the ball since this is my last game? And then of course, as fate had it, I ended up breaking my leg.
And he scrambled around like he always does, and you know, he just got his leg caught, and it was a clean break, thank God, and we ended the game as we should have.
At the time, it was dramatic. During the homecoming game, ambulance on the field, it was, you know, it got a lot of people's attention, but you know, the doctors, it was pretty routine. It was a clean break. It was a horizontal break, and so it was easily fixed.
I didn't really want to see it because I was just pretty sad for him, and I didn't want to see like just how gruesome it was. But I went over to him when he was on the ground and sort of just gave him a fist bump and just wished him the best.
Mikey would spend 3 days and 2 nights in the hospital. His leg was surgically repaired, then the surgery on his shoulder.
The first day after he received his surgery, he was on the practice field and he was in a wheelchair, and we were wheeling him up and down the sideline, and he just was never not part of the team, and he did everything he could to help.
A lot of people didn't even know if he was going to be able to ever throw again, like throw the same at least. And he's just really exceeded everyone's expectations, and it's been amazing to see.
Over the next 6 months, Mikey worked to get his shoulder and leg back in shape.
I think that one thing that helped me a lot was setting goals, and I wanted to be the starting quarterback this year and wanted to win league and win a CCS championship, and that really motivated me to get through all those struggles.
Mikey reached his goal, becoming the Menlo starting quarterback for his senior season.
You know, we had very low expectations for this season. My main one was no more injuries. So he hasn't been injured, which is great, but it's been a heck of a season, and we just feel blessed, and I think he does too.
Mikey went on to lead his team deep into the playoffs, an amazing feat for this senior recovering from 2 surgeries less than 1 year ago.
He's just been tremendous. He did just receive the Offensive Player of the Year award for the league, and he's every part of it.
That Live Oak game was a thriller, with an onside kick allowing McGrath a chance to move his team downfield for a game-winning field goal.
God, that was probably the most insane game I've ever played in as an athlete in any sport. It was just wild thinking that my football career might be over when we got that extra point blocked, and then it was just a roller coaster of emotions because we recovered that onside kick, then drove down the field, and I was just praying that we would make that field goal, and when we finally did, the celebration was incredible. And it was awesome to see all my teammates so happy, and to be able to contribute in a win like that, it was really something special.
It was a dream game for Mikey, a reward for all the hard work to get back on the field. The Knights lost the next week, ending their season 1 game short of their goal to win a CCS title. For Mikey McGrath, it was a bittersweet ending to a magical return to the field, a chance to lead his team to a 10-2 record and a league title with no injuries to slow him down. Mikey wants to make sure we credit all the trainers and teammates and family members who helped him out throughout this entire process. He says he wouldn't have made it without all of their support.
That rehabilitation must have been tough, but he made it through, and the Knights were so good this year.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you, Robert. MeriWest Credit Union helps us honor teachers every week with the MeriWest Merit Award.
Here's Brianna Livingston from Leland Water Polo talking about her favorite teacher, Joe Mora.
My favorite teacher at Leland is Mr. Mora because every day in class he would make the lessons super fun. He was super engaging with the students, and yeah, he was a great supporter.
Coming up, it's a Thanksgiving tradition, the Turkey Bowl for the City League Championship with Balboa and Lincoln.
And ice hockey from Sharks Ice with Palo Alto and the Lancers as 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank continues.
Service Champions, we're now offering $88 furnace tune-ups with a free water heater safety inspection. High five service, champion attitude. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
When you sleep on the right mattress, it makes everything clear.
Man, my neck feels better. I could be one of those guys that starts the wave.
The right mattress matters.
We'll find yours.
It's happening. It's Black Friday at Mattress Firm. Come soon and get a king for a queen price. Save up to $700 on Sealy and get a free adjustable base. Mattress Firm.
1, 2, 3.
Get ready to cheer for your next new or used car at Stevens Creek Chevrolet.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
We're ready to make your buying experience safe and easy. Come to our dealership to see and test drive one of hundreds of great Chevrolet cars and trucks. Or you can go online to shop, order, and have your new car delivered right to your door. So get fired up for a great deal right here at
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
I'm Nancy Lambert, the director of the Schwab Learning Center at CHC. In a world where every second counts, education doesn't have to be a struggle. At the Schwab Learning Center, our learning specialists work one-on-one with high school and college students with ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. We work with you to understand your learning and attention strengths and challenges. We help you develop strategies that optimize the way you learn. Discover the power of personalized learning that empowers students to excel. Your success is our mission.
He's got nothing but the open field in front of him. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown!
Touchdown, celebration, touchdown, celebration.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Lexus of Stevens Creek, taking care of our guests one at a time. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. By Schwab Learning Center, your success is our mission. By the Riker Center, got goals? And by Sharks Ice, official practice facility of the San Jose Sharks and home of the San Jose Barracuda.
Every year, the City League title game is played on Thanksgiving Day, the annual Turkey Day game deciding the champion of the AAA City League.
This year's game featuring the top two teams from the league all season long, Lincoln and Balboa. Lincoln won the regular season game by just 5 points. This time, it's for the City League title.
A tradition unlike any other, the Turkey Day game. City League title on the line as Balboa battles Lincoln. Start your engines early because here come the Mustangs. Give the ball to Jamal Newman, and he's loose. And Jamal's going to get the first slice of turkey. 77 yards to the house, 7-0 Lincoln. The Mustangs look to extend their lead later in the first, but the Balboa D forces a fumble and Michael Zapata recovers the rock. Lincoln would tack on another touchdown in the second quarter to make it 14-0 at the half. Third quarter, Mustangs threatening in the red zone. Give it to Newman. Newman's grabbing seconds for his second touchdown of the ball game. 175 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. 21-0 Lincoln. The Mustangs tack on another touchdown in the third as Andreas Alanik drops back and connects with Kevin Chow for a 20-yard touchdown. One of the juniors' 2 receiving touchdowns in the ballgame. 28-0 Lincoln. The Mustangs D put on a show, allowing no points and forced a pair of takeaways, which includes this INT by Sid Villegas, giving Lincoln excellent field position and would lead to this touchdown by Diego Cristerna. A lot of stuffing at the line of scrimmage, but Diego scores from 2 yards out. San Francisco City Mayor London Breed showed up to congratulate both teams for their efforts. Back-to-back section titles for Lincoln as the Mustangs roll past the Buccaneers, winning 35-0.
Adrian Soriano here in Sharks Ice as St. Francis takes on Palo Alto. The Lancers get on the board first as Daryl Lee shoots and scores for the goal, 1-0 St. Francis. But the Vikings battle back as Sam Janik fires one past the keeper to tie it up at 1-1. Then it's Sam Janik over to Henry Harding, and Henry gets the one-timer to go as Palo Alto jumps ahead 2-1. The Lancers come right back as Xander Elmazai finds the back of the net, and it's all tied up at 2 after 1. Second period now, and Kenneth Brown just gets the puck past the keeper, and the Lancers retake the lead 4-3. Pally strikes back just before intermission as Sam Janik gets on the breakaway, and Sam's wrist shot is good to tie it up again at 4-4. But the Lancers pull away in the third as Daryl Lee gets the breakaway opportunity, and Daryl gets one of his 3 goals in the game. 5-4 Lancers. The Vikings trying to answer back, but Francisco Chan comes up with a brilliant save to keep the Lancer lead intact. Then a few moments later, it's Elmazai over to Michael Peroni for the goal, and Michael says it's time to go fishing as St. Francis goes on to win it 8-4, and our Sharks Ice Hockey Player of the Week goes to Daryl Lee from St. Francis. Daryl finishing the game with a hat trick.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award, leading to $10,000 in scholarships to be handed out by Lexus of Stevens Creek at our end of the season awards banquet.
This week's volunteer is Logan Wilson from the Menlo volleyball team. Logan volunteers at a nonprofit organization called Project Read. Logan tutors students of different ages to help increase their reading levels to grade level or even beyond. Here is Logan talking about her work with Project Read.
I was part of this organization in middle school called Young Dreamers, and they would pair us up with different nonprofits so we could get the experience of doing volunteer work. And this one really stuck out to me because it was something that I'm really passionate in, and I feel like educational equality is something that's super important.
Gallo Salami helps us spotlight top athletes who are among the top recruits in the nation. This week's Gallo Salami Big Salami is Sabrina Moore, the talented volleyball star from Salinas High. Sabrina has committed to play her college ball next season at the University of Washington.
Coming up, CCS Division II action with Christopher and Soquel.
And later, the big game in the NCS as San Ramon Valley takes on Pitt. But first, here is this week's learning tip from the Schwab Learning Center.
For students with ADHD, it is important to establish a consistent routine. Create a daily schedule and routine. Consistency reduces unpredictability and increases focus. Use visual aids like digital calendars, timers, and reminders to help keep track of tasks and deadlines. Learn these tips and optimize your performance by working with a Schwab Learning Center specialist.
The Cinderella story of the CCS playoffs is the Christopher Cougars. The 8th-seeded Cougars used a dramatic 17-point comeback win last week to advance to the CCS Division II final game. The Cougars so far beating the number 5 and number 1 seeds.
Amazing. Christopher meeting the 2nd-seeded Soquel in the title game played at San Jose City College Saturday night.
The CCS D2 Championship on the line as 8-seed Christopher looks to upset 2-seeded Soquel. Christopher going for it on 4th down, but Justice Raul Tabong gets home to the QB who fumbles it, and Cade Peterson jumps on the ball. That would give Christopher possession. Cruz Furries takes the snap and hands it off to Bayron Noble, who comes through the middle and powers through 2 defenders, finding the end zone for Soquel, 7-0 after 1. Soquel looking to convert on 3rd and long, but here comes the powerhouse William Risquala, who gets a sack, 7-0 Soquel at half. More Soquel running eye candy. This time the handoff goes to Jordan McCord, who finds an open lane and takes off going 67 yards for the tutty. The lead is now 14-0. Sam Whelan in shotgun, drops back, sets his feet, and fires going to Hudson Summerall, who makes the catch, getting the feet in bounds, then go to the trusty run game. Here's Nobel breaking away and rushing in for his 2nd touchdown of the night. Soquel up 21-0 after 3. All rushing points for this incredible run game. Tyrese Lundy breaks away for 19 yards. Tyrese is marked just short at the 1-yard line, but no problemo for this promising team. And it right back to Tyrese, who punches it in as Soquel takes it 28-0 to win their first CCS title in program history. Coach Lowry gets a nice Gatorade shower as the Soquel Knights hop back on Highway 17 as the CCS D2 champion.
The Harker School is dedicated to a superior education for all of its students, so Harker presents the Scholar Athlete Award each week.
This week's Scholar Athlete is Andrew Spencer from Sacred Heart Prep Boys Water Polo. Andrew is great in the pool and in the classroom with a 4.0 GPA. Brought to you by the Harker School, the annual Grade 5 food drive wrapped up earlier this month, delivering 1,250 food items and more than $500 in monetary donations to St. Justin's Community Ministry. Goods will be distributed to families in need this holiday season. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work play each week. This is the play showing the same kind of grit and determination exemplified by all of the folks at Albany's Construction. This week's Dirty Work play goes to Samu Iosia from Pitt, laying down the hammer to break up this pass. Semu doing the dirty work, just like our good friends at Albany's Construction.
Coming up, our Crumble Cookies game of the week as San Ramon Valley battles Pittsburgh.
And later, the Wilcox Chargers take on league rival Los Gatos for the CCS Division I title as 49ers Cal High Sports presented by US Bank rolls along.
This tiny payment thing is a giant pain. Hi, ladies. Alex from US Bank. Can she help? How about a comprehensive point-of-sale system that can track inventory, manage schedules, and customize orders? That's what US Bank Business Essentials is for.
What about a new oven? Can US Bank help us there?
We can serve loans in as fast as 12 minutes. That would be a big help.
Huge.
Jumbo. Ginormous.
Finding ways to make your business boom. That's what US Bank is for. We'll get there together.
Join us on the ice for the Bay Area's hottest sport. High school ice hockey leagues are forming now for the upcoming season. Be part of this fast-moving, hard-hitting, crazy, exciting game. You can join as part of your high school team or sign up to be assigned to a team. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations all around the Bay Area. Jump in anytime and join your friends on the ice. Be a part of Bay Area high school hockey. Contact Sharks Ice for more details and get into the game today.
Want to make $186,000 a year, serving a community that wants you. The San Jose Police Department is hiring. Choose from over 50 specialty assignments like K-9 officer, helicopter pilot, or crime scene investigator. If you have the drive to serve, we will teach you the rest. Apply today at joinsjpd.com.
Touchdown 49ers!
In my pursuit to greatness, I discovered the secret. Dedication to my team and my relentless drive to win. I chose to be in the presence of greatness. Bernardi Zarata, the official injury attorneys of the San Francisco 49ers, share the same dedication, the same drive, the same spirit of champion. When justice is your goal, choose the dedicated team of Bernardi Zarata, your faithful injury attorneys.
The NCS Division I title game features two of the Bay Area's very best teams. The San Ramon Valley Wolves with two tied games in the open Division I bracket, making the D1 title game.
Pittsburgh rolling into the final game with two big wins. The 2 and 3 seeds meeting in our Crumble Cookies game of the week. Our Adrian Soriano was there.
Welcome to Dublin High School, where the Pittsburgh Pirates are looking to win its third consecutive NCS Division I championship. The Pirates feature outstanding running back Elijah Bowe, who's coming off a 3-touchdown game against California last week. But can Pittsburgh figure out a way to neutralize San Ramon Valley's Marco Jones? This outstanding junior has 151 total tackles on defense and 7 receiving touchdowns on offense. Who will take home the NCS Division I championship? Let's find out in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. The Pirates strike first as Jamar Searcy scampers in for the first points of the game, 7-0 Pitt. But San Ramon Valley answers back. Luke Baker rolls to his left and finds Makai Vieira in the end zone. PAT good, and it's all tied up at 7. Pitt on the attack again later in the quarter. Give it to Jamar Searcy again, and Jamar avoids the tackle and takes it all the way inside the 5. Pitt would punch it in a couple plays later. 14-7 Pirates after 1. Second quarter now, when Baker throws on the run to Evan Economos, who hauls it in for the touchdown. It's all tied up at 14 at halftime. The Pirates come out firing in the second half. Marley Alcantara drops back, and he's run deep to Bobby Shaw III, who makes the catch, and Bobby is gone! 99 yards to glory as the Pittsburgh Pirates retake the lead, 21-14. Then later in the quarter, it's Alcantara over to Noah Quesada, and Noah takes it all the way inside the 5. The Pirates get a field goal a short time later, 24-14 Pitt after 3. The Pirates looking to end it in the 4th, but the pass is picked off by Marco Jones, and Marco will go all the way for the Wolves touchdown, and it's 24-21 Pittsburgh. But Jamar Searcy takes over from there. Jamar breaks 2 tackles, then turns on the Jets, 34 yards to the house, and it's 30-21 Pittsburgh. Then it's Searcy getting it done on defense as Jamar picks off the pass, And the Pittsburgh Pirates win back-to-back NCS Division I championships, the 6th title in school history. 37-21 was the final. Here's Jamar Searcy talking about playing for Coach Charlie Ramirez this season.
Oh, it feels great. You know, his first year head coach. We give it all to him. You know, he put his heart in, put his heart out for us, and we got to put our heart out for him.
In Dublin with the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
It was another stellar season for the Leland water polo team.
The Chargers winning a NorCal title and celebrating with Aubrey at the Rikus Center this week.
We are here at the Rikus Center for Human Enhancement, where goals are achieved. And these are the Leland Chargers, your NorCal champs. First off, we're talking to Kaylani over here. Again, like I said, you just took home a NorCal title. How were you able to get there to that ultimate goal?
Yeah, I mean, we maxed out hours of practice. We were team bonding every week since the season started, practiced since early June. Overall, I mean, just everyone was so committed to our goal of hopefully bringing home something.
Well, you talked about it being a long season. We're going to come over to Roxana over here. It is a super long season. Talk about those goals you set in June and how ultimately you were able to get those goals achieved.
Right from the beginning, we knew that we wanted to have a comeback from our last season, which was good, but we wanted to have it a little better season. And we just had that goal like throughout the season, like we wanted to improve, we wanted to take home like a title. We have like these banners on our pool. We wanted to put something on there for like the seniors because there's so many of us.
Absolutely. Now, we have a special announcement going on right now. We're going to talk to Taz over here. Taz, I hear you have decided to commit to a water polo team in college. What is it?
I've decided to verbally commit to San Jose State University.
San Jose State. All right, Taz, talk about that commitment and, you know, what this team really means to you.
Well, I mean, you know, like a lot of like this commitment is like I'm close to home, so I can still visit all of these players when I'm like at college. I can, you know, come back and like see them play as well, so it's going to be really nice. You know, and also like the coach for me was a really big deal because I feel like I really connected with her, so yeah.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Taz. All right, I'm going to let these Chargers get on out of here. Girls, take us out.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet brings us the Spirit Corner each week, honoring Spirit teams all around the Bay Area.
Here is the band from Pittsburgh High School. Coming up, another rematch for a section title as Los Gatos battles Wilcox.
But first, here is our U.S. Bank Top 10 Football Poll. League rivals Wilcox and Los Gatos meeting this week for the CCS Division I title. The Wildcats from Los Gatos winning their last 4 meetings with Wilcox, including this year's regular season meeting, 24-21.
Wilcox with a chance to redeem themselves in the section title game played at San Jose City College Friday night.
The Los Gatos fans looking for a championship ring as the Cats take on Wilcox. A big first quarter for the Los Gatos Wildcats. A.J. Minyard hands it to boxer Kopchak Young, and the box takes it down to the 2-yard line. A short time later on the end around, it's Jalen Thomas about to have a big night. The senior is in 7-0 Los Gatos. The Cats D gets a stop, and when the snap gets past the punter, the Wildcats get a short Thomas TD catch, and it's 14-0. Still in the first, it's boxer again. This time he's in from 16 yards out. 21-0 Wildcats. Still in the first, the Chargers come back with an explosive play as the quarterback Tyson Bonilla keeps it, and he is loose. 65 yards to cut the Cats' lead to 21-7. Still in the first, ensuing kickoff, Thomas fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and Jalen Thomas is fast, weaving in and out of defenders, and then pure speed as Thomas has his 3rd touchdown of the quarter, and Los Gatos has a 28-7 lead after 1. Tough Los Gatos D all night long on 4th down here. Lyndon Bailey gets into the backfield and gets the sack. Later in the second quarter, it's Boxer again. His second TD of the half from 6 yards out, 35-7 Cats. Then just before the half, it's Minyard to Thomas in the end zone. Jalen's 4th touchdown of the half, a 19-yard strike, 42-7 Cats. Second half, Jalen Thomas just showing off now. What a night for Thomas as he gets the pick and a nice return there. That leads to the Boxer Copsack Young touchdown, the senior captain with his 3rd score in the game. And Los Gatos and head coach Mark Crail celebrate the team's 16th CCS title, its first since 2019. A huge game for Jalen Thomas with our Mattress Firm peak performance with 4 touchdowns and an interception. The right mattress matters to reach your peak performance. Visit a Mattress Firm store today.
Bernardi Zarata is your faithful injury attorneys, bringing us the hometown hero every week.
This week we honor the hardworking officials in the Bay Area. This crew features longtime officials Tom Gersey and Rick Moore, part of a team with more than 80 years experience. These guys working hard to keep the games fair and fun. Tom Gersey, Rick Moore and their crew, this week's hometown heroes presented by Bernardi Zarata.
DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week they bring us the Be Happy Play. This is a play in a game that made everybody happy.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Acalanes Dons, winning the NCS championship for the very first time in program history, and everyone was very happy about it. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. It might be this play, but you have to wait to find out.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Regis Center.
I'm Andrew Havili, and today's training tip is a box jump. Jared's going to turn and face the box. He's going to jump on the box and then stick his landing. So go ahead. Jump, land, it's a step off, repeat the process. Things you want to look for here is make sure he's loading his hips, but more importantly, make sure he's landing well. So when he lands, make sure the feet are flat, knees can come forward over the toes, that's fine, just make sure the knees don't turn in.
We announce the Service by Medallion Play of the Week to end every show.
We'll show you some top contenders, then announce this week's Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
We start off with Jake Buselli from Acalanes tipping the ball to his teammate Trevor Rogers for the pick, but the play of the week goes to Mountain View's Velami Sakona with this incredible interception. One more time, Velami Sakona with the play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week for the start of the season with Oakland Tech girls basketball. We will have that and NorCal football playoffs, so we'll see you then.
I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check back every Sunday night.
And watch us every Sunday night at 6 and 10 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.